The Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, says the end is in sight as it nears the completion of restoring power to hurricane-hit areas. The update came during the latest National Resilience Dialogue series hosted by the Higher Education Task Force for Disaster Resilience as stakeholders reflected on one of the most destructive storms to impact the island's utility infrastructure. Antonia Atkinson has the details.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, 77% of Jamaica Public Service Company's customer base was left without electricity. The powerful Category 5 storm caused widespread damage to the company's infrastructure, destroying poles, transmission lines, and substations across the island. The western and central parishes were among the hardest hit, including St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, Manchester, and St. James. It's nearly 7 months later, and Senior Vice President at JPS Ricardo Case says only 76 customers remain without electricity, down from over 200,000.
This morning we had just about 76 customers out of power, with about 74 of those customers in Westmoreland, and 2 customers remaining to be restored in St. Elizabeth.
The utility company says the destruction far exceeded that caused by Hurricane Beryl, making it the largest restoration efforts in its history. It took 470 linesmen, including about 300 overseas workers from the United States and Canada, joining local crews to help restore electricity across the island.
We had over, for example, 40,000 of our poles that were damaged during Melissa. And on a scale compared to, say, Beryl, we had just about 8,000 poles that were damaged.
He adds that 81% of transmission lines across the island were also faulted during the hurricane.
81% of our transmission lines had a fault or went out due to the winds, the strong winds, over 185 miles per hour. We even had the steel towers, which is the strongest class of hardware that we have on our transmission system, being crumpled and I would say like foil paper.
Telecommunications providers were also heavily affected, with digital reporting losing 70% of its mobile networks and took roughly 3 months to fully restore their service. As Jamaica braces for another hurricane season, JPS says it is now focused on strengthening the electricity grid through the use of composite poles, expanded foam anchoring, and selective underground infrastructure. The discussion formed a part of the National Resilience Dialogue series, which brings together Jamaica's 4 major universities, which includes UWI, UTech, CMU, and NCU, to support national recovery and resilience planning. Antonia Atkinson, TVJ News.